to Dutch painter Jan van Beelert's 1635 painting, Feast of the Gods, instead. The French Bishops' Conference issued a press release criticizing the performance. It read, in part, "The ceremony unfortunately included scenes of mockery and derision of Christianity." The release also said Christians had been, quote, "hurt by the outrageousness and provocation of the performance."
250 Gemstones culture represents a nation of people that strive for excellence and greatness every single day. We are more than journalism. We are a revolution. Come on, let's kick this door down and let everybody know we up in here. Welcome to the 250 Gemstones News TV channel. I am your host, Michael T. Porter, and I'm bringing the news to your ass like no other. This is a channel that represents a nation of people that strive for excellence and greatness every single day. I have another bomb news segment for y'all, but before I begin, y'all hit that like button, subscribe button, and share button. Hit that notification bell so you know when I'm dropping. If you would like to support the channel, grateful. Cash App, $ Michael US. Also, check out my Spotify podcast, the 250 Gemstones Culture Podcast. Link is in the description. Y'all stay and watch the whole video. We need to talk. Man, I mean, the Paris Olympics, I don't watch the Olympics. I just think once they started crossbreeding genders and having all this stuff going on, and I don't know, it's just too much politics. When I watch sports, I just want to watch sports. I want to watch very talented people in their profession go at other talented people in their profession. Gymnastics, basketball, whatever it is, tennis, wherever the sport is, it's the battle of the gods, the athletic gods, right? These people are highly in shape. These people have put hours and hours and hours of training into their craft, and that's what I want to see. I do not want to see Jesus Christ get disrespected. I do not want to see a drag show. Why they keep showing these goddamn drag queens? We are in the end of days when the blatant disrespect of Christ is at the forefront of our society. Paris Olympics are pushing this inclusion. They want to include you into Satanism. They want to include you into the rebellion against God. What an absolute joke. I got a video I want to play for y'all, and I'm going to be right back with you to give you my opinion. Let's go.
Sacrilegious imagery or worldwide misunderstanding? Well, it depends on who you ask. Here's how the Paris Olympics opening ceremony generated so much controversy. The 2024 Summer Olympics got underway in grand style on Friday, July 26th. Celine Dion made her return to live performance with a song in front of the Eiffel Tower. French metal band Gojira rocked out on platforms jutting out from the Conciergerie amidst a pyrotechnic show and operatic accompaniment. One part of the opening ceremony, though, drew the ire of prominent Christians and pulled attention away from the sportsmanship, international cooperation, and artistry. At one point, a group of drag queens danced along a fashion runway and struck poses around a central queen who had a mixing table in front of her and wore a headdress. When everyone was in place, a man in blue makeup representing the Greek god Bacchus, or Dionysus, was revealed as the centerpiece of an arrangement of food. Fast forward several days, and there's been a merry-go-round of fury, recriminations, explanations, and apologies among political leaders, religious leaders, YouTube talking heads, Olympic organizers, and more. The Olympic Games official X account wrote that the segment in question was intended to represent, quote, the absurdity of violence between human beings. To the casual viewer, the opening ceremony drag performance might come across as nothing more than colorful and kitschy, in the style of French cabaret performance. Others, however, saw a direct attack on Christianity and interpreted the performance's final scene as ridiculing Leonardo da Vinci's 1498 painting, The Last Supper. Art News notes, though, that the performance bears a striking resemblance to Dutch painter Jan van Beelert's 1635 painting, Feast of the Gods, instead. The French Bishops' Conference issued a press release criticizing the performance. It read, in part, "The ceremony unfortunately included scenes of mockery and derision of Christianity." The release also said Christians had been, quote, hurt by the outrageousness and provocation of the performance. U.S. Speaker of the House Mike Johnson wrote on X that the drag show was shocking and insulting to Christians, before talking about traditional values and quoting the Bible. Jenna Ellis, an attorney for Donald Trump's 2020 presidential campaign, called the performance a, quote, disgusting, perverted, sacrilegious display. Even Elon Musk chimed in on X, saying that the performance was extremely disrespectful to Christians. Olympic artistic director Thomas Jolly said in a media briefing,
"We wanted something that would unite people.
Oui, subversif.
We didn't want anything subversive."
The rap notes that the Bacchanal performance that's caused such distress amongst Christians was meant to be a big pagan party that connected the current Olympic Games back to the Greeks, who worshiped the gods of Olympus. Bacchus is the god of celebration in Greek mythology, Jolly recounted, and he's the god of wine, which is also one of the jewels of France, and the father of Sequana, the goddess of the river Seine. Jolly added, "I wanted a ceremony that brings people together, that reconciles, but affirms our Republican values of liberty, equality, and fraternity." That message seemed to be lost on religious leaders around the world. The Russian Orthodox Church reacted by saying that Europe is embracing a godless culture. Even Egypt's Al-Azhar, a Sunni Muslim leader, chimed in, telling TRT Africa the depiction was insulting to Jesus in a reckless, barbaric way. Olympic organizers wound up delivering an official apology to Christians and offended individuals the world over. Olympics spokeswoman Anne de Kam said,
"And clearly there was never an intention to show disrespect to any religious group."
Organizers have also removed the video of the performance from YouTube, although fragments remain. Mississippi-based tech company C-Spire has pulled their ads from the 2024 Summer Games in response.
Would y'all like my opinion? Would y'all like some of this 250 Gemstones News TV commentary? Well, of course you do. That's why your ass is here. Now, I did say ass, but you know I'm talking about Christian things, so I'll minimize the cussing on here because, but you know what's crazy? And I might have to boost this video because every day I drink my wine. Not every day, but most days I drink my wine. I say my prayers. I work out. I write my music. I hop on this YouTube and act a fool. I bring y'all the news. I do my skits. I give it my all. When I'm really keen on something, I give it my all. Right? Every day in my daily life, I do my best not to sin, not to lust after these beautiful women. I do my best not to be violent. Because it's in a man's nature to be violent and aggressive. I practice restraint. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. I practice restraint. Where's the restraint from these people pushing this agenda? They're still trying to push this agenda on the world. God made it to where it's so beautiful. Oh, that's what I was about to say. I had a Joe Biden moment. Joe, but wait, where am I? The thing is, we have to realize what's really going on, and I'm realizing that all the videos, a lot of my videos that's really about God, and really they don't get pushed on YouTube. Now, I'm not saying that YouTube is leftist. I heard that YouTube is leftist, but my videos, when it comes to defending God, it doesn't get pushed for some reason. Do y'all find it odd that when I talk about God, the video doesn't get pushed? Do y'all find that God? Right now, I'm in the book of Deuteronomy. I read most of the books of the Bible. I think I only have, when I mean read, I'm talking about really sat there and reread it at least 3 times, because you can't just read the Bible like other. This the living word of God that endure forever. God's words are forever. These politicians, these satanic people, they're temporary. These governments are temporary. So I'm in Deuteronomy, and you know, it talks about God, how Israel was out there acting a fool. In their times of doubt, they turned to other gods. In their time of doubt, they leaned on their own understanding rather than being compliant, having faith, and trusting in the Lord. And when you start talking like this for some reason on YouTube, now there's a lot of channels that talk about God, but they're big channels. Maybe because my channel is not big enough, maybe just not, the algorithm is looking at what my people that watch my channel, they're just really not into that. No shame, if y'all don't love God, that's what y'all have to deal with, but it doesn't get pushed. But back to the Paris thing, It's just unfortunate that one of the biggest events, they still have to push this agenda. The design that God came with, going back to the Bible, between man and woman, it's a beautiful thing. Women are very, 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 very beautiful in their essence, in their existence, and especially when she's aligned with God. That's the type of woman you want. Sweet, feminine, soft, curvaceous, has integrity. She holds herself accountable. She's supportive. That's how God intended these his daughters to be. Not out there thotting it up, busting it down, having hundreds and hundreds of guys run through them. You understand what I'm saying? The essence, the beauty of women, is how God designed. There's beauty in men. There's strength. The capabilities of a man, a woman can do. A woman cannot outwork a man. The men do harder jobs because our bodies are made for it. That's why God gave us more muscles. It was a beautiful design. It's a beautiful love story between these two species. It's a beautiful love story between these two creatures that God designed. It's a beautiful love story that even though we're very different, we're very the same. We are absolutely different. We're absolutely the same at the same time. How can we be different? Well, they can have children and they bleed once in a while. How about that? Men can't do that. A woman can't ejaculate. A real woman doesn't have human beings formulating in her nutsack, right? A real woman doesn't have millions and millions of human beings swimming in her sack. She wasn't designed to do that, and it's okay. It's okay for women to operate in their feminine nature. It's okay for men to operate in their masculine nature because they complement each other, because that's the way God made it. These are satanic people. They work for the elitists of the world. They work for Satan. And anybody that says that, talks about inclusion, they're talking about including you in the rebellion against God, because the overall point of the LGBTQ is to oppose God's words. The moment you start indulging in this, you have to challenge it. So, well, God says this, it's an abomination, but these people are saying that it's okay, I can love who I want to love. Who is telling the truth? There can only be one person telling the truth. So that in itself lets you know that this lifestyle is a direct rebellion against God. The LGBTQ is a direct rebellion, an absolute rebellion against God. It twists the minds of the human beings who indulge in these lifestyles. It doesn't matter, even if you don't, even there's people that support the LGBT, like, why can't people just get married? They love each other, they ain't hurting nobody. Yeah, but then they're bringing children into this demonic lifestyle. It's demonic because it goes against God's words. Well, what does that mean? If anything that is deliberately going against God's words, where is this energy coming from? Where is this energy coming from? God says an abomination, but you out here saying that love is love, and people, that's not what God says. So that just the rebel, even if you're not indulging in it and you support it, you support the rebellion against God. He did not say that. He said it's an abomination. Sodom and Gomorrah is an abomination. It goes against his design. But people, we are living in the last days, how these people just play with God the way they do. But y'all flood my comments. Whether you're Christian, you're a non-believer, what do y'all think about people disrespecting other people's belief? And should everybody want to be included? I want to be included in everything. Me personally, I'm a solo act. I march to my own beat. But y'all let me know. Believers, non-believers, I'm open to everyone's thoughts because I know the truth. So y'all can't hurt me. Y'all can't hurt me. 250, capital G, I'm gone.